about the claim of Trump's being asked to deport his wife, Melania. So there's been some criticism over Trump's wife and Trump's wife's family. So a rumor that circulated online July 2025 claimed a person or a group of people had asked U.S. President Donald Trump to deport his wife, Melania Trump, who was born in Slovenia and received U.S. citizenship in July of 2006. So many users shared the rumor with the caption, "Donald Trump is now being asked to deport his own wife." And let me pan up here to the photo of him and his wife, Melania. For example, July 15th, a TikTok user posted a brief video which has been archived promoting this rumor, and that clip received more than 3.1 million views, 629,000 likes. Displayed the caption, "Donald Trump is now being asked to deport his own wife." He says that he won't do it because she is family. Is this fair, or does the U.S. president get privileges? The video did not specify who asked for Melania Trump's deportation. So this is part of the video, and I'll let you watch it. You can look it up. And so I'll let you see. It says Donald Trump is now being asked to deport his own wife, and he says that he won't do it because she's family. And is this fair, or does the U.S. president get privileges? And so you can look it up on TikTok. So the claim also circulated in other videos like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and on X. They're all archived, so they're still there, including some vaguely mentioning a viral petition with thousands of signatures. Some of the clips featured inauthentic images as well as deepfake visuals, artificial intelligence generated audio alleging depicting Donald Trump and Melania Trump responding to the rumor. Okay, so according to the searches on Bing, DuckDuckGo, Google, and Yahoo, the rumor originated not with any governmental body, judge, other type of official, or piece of legislation ordering, requesting Trump to deport his wife, but instead pertained to an online petition that has circulated, just as some of the videos noted. As of July 18th, that petition launched January 24th and hosted on the progressive policy website moveon.org. Displayed more than 12,700 signatures with a goal of 15,000. The goal increased in recent weeks, indicating its organizers sought to continually raise the desire and number of signatures as well. So the petition's title, misspelling the name of Baron Trump, the only child the president had with Melania Trump, read, "Deport Melania, Melania's parents, and Baron in the first round of deportations." The petition organizer presented several points, including about the Trump administration's genuine desire to denaturalize some citizens, misleadingly labeling Baron Trump with the pejorative term "anchor baby," and falsely claiming that Trump issued a documentation or legislation requiring a person's mother's mother to have been born in the U.S. So the petition also displayed a disclaimer at the top of the page reading, "Move On volunteers reviewed the petition and determined that it either may not reflect Move On members' progressive values, or Move On members may disagree about whether to support the petition. Move On will not promote the petition beyond hosting it on our site." So Snopes contacted the White House press and a spokesperson for the First Lady, asking if they wish to share a statement in response to the existing petition as well as the videos. So a White House spokesperson responded only, "This is obviously fake," without further explaining what they are calling fake. We also contacted MoveOn.org. via email to ask about why they displayed the disclaimer disapproving of the petition, and will update the story if we receive further information. So Trump's focus on denaturalizing some citizens. So the first part of the petition correctly noted that Trump's administration aimed to deporting some naturalized citizens. So on July of the 7th, a Miami Herald reported the details of an administration's plans to prioritize looking at specific kinds of cases of denaturalization. So now President Trump has directed the Justice Department to bolster its resources in the major crackdown on naturalized citizens suspected of unlawfully obtaining their U.S. citizenship. So according to the recent memo, the department plans on to focus not only on individuals who may have lied about a crime or having done something illegal during a naturalization process, but authorities also plan to focus on others who may have committed a crime after becoming citizens of the United States, a generally untested legal frontier. So the Department of Justice website hosts that memo with the pertinent section beginning on page 3 under the title Prioritizing Denaturalization. So this is how this becomes real. So I want y'all to hear this, that it isn't fake news. They're looking into this. Stripping people's citizenship away that got sworn in. In addition to individuals who illegally procured naturalization or procured naturalization by concealment of maternal fact or willful misrepresentation, the memo also mentions a number of different types of cases and crimes that would meet the standard of prioritized denaturalization. So Barron Trump and his mother's mother claim. The petition also claimed misspelling Barron Trump's name again. Melania's anchor baby, Barron, should be forced to leave as well, because we know that his mother's mother was born in a different country. That is part of the criterion that Trump is putting in place. Your mother's mother has to have been born in the U.S. And we know Melania's mother was born elsewhere. This section labeled Barron Trump with the pejorative term anchor baby. Cambridge Dictionary defines archive anchor baby as the offensive term for a baby who is born in the country that gives all babies born there the right of citizenship, but whose parents are not citizens and do not have the right to live there. This term is used to accuse parents of using a baby as well as that way to get citizenship for themselves. So the petition usage of the term alleged Melania Trump gave birth to Barron to help herself receive U.S. citizenship. However, as PBS reported, Melania Trump received her green card establishing her lawful permanent resident status in 2001, 5 years before Barron Trump's birth. In March of 2006, so she became a citizen July 2006. A previously published fact check examines a subject relating to this matter. So we located no official documentation or legislation requiring a person's mother's mother to have been born in the U.S. Trump issued executive order from January targeting some aspects of birthright citizenship guaranteed by the 14th Amendment makes no mention of a person's mother's needing to be born in the country. Instead, his administration proposed policy seeks to deny citizenship to infants born to parents living in the U.S. illegally or temporarily. So Section 2, Policy A, it is a policy of the U.S. that no department or agency of the U.S. government shall issue documents recognizing United States citizenship or accept documents issued by the state, local, or other governments or authorities purporting to recognize United States citizenship to persons when the person's mother was unlawfully present in the U.S. and the person's father was not a U.S. citizen or lawfully permanent resident at the time of said person's birth. So when the person's mother's presence in the U.S. was lawful but temporary, and the person's father was not a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident at the time of the said person's birth. So this policy, had the government enacted it prior to Barron's birth, would not have affected his automatic citizenship enshrined in the 14th Amendment. Okay, regarding the petition subject to Melania Trump's foreign-born parents, Victor and Amalia Knobs, the New York Times reported they received U.S. citizenship through a family-based immigration program, sometimes referenced as chain migration, a policy Donald Trump has repeatedly disparaged. So for further reading, Snopes previously reported on the claim of Melania Trump improperly arrived in the U.S. EB-1 Einstein visa. Okay, so these are the sources right here, and that was pretty much the article, and you can look more deeper into it. So there's a lot of things going around saying that they want to deport Melania Trump because she's not a U.S. born citizen, and that her parents aren't U.S. born citizens, and most of the people he's trying to target are people that are not U.S. born citizens. And that's the beginning of it. And so they're saying, if you're gonna, this is what I've been hearing going around on TikTok as well, and some of these social media sites, that if you're going to deport these people that are not U.S. born citizens, start with your wife, your wife's parents, and that if you don't do it and comply to your own rules, that you must step down as president. You no longer, you forfeit that position. Okay, you're going to stop that position because you're not following your own rules. So that's what I've been hearing. So what are your thoughts on this? It's interesting, but they got a point. They definitely do got a point. I would say that.